I'm Celeste, and you're in my kitchen. And today I have Katie Wiley, Amanda Henneman. This is my daughter. Welcome to my kitchen, the heart of my home. I'm Celeste, you're in my kitchen, and I'm so excited to have Michael Walliser with me. Saffron salmon, for all the locals that know saffron salmon. We went down to the dock this morning, went to the Chelsea Rose boat, picked up some fresh Dungeness crab, the crab capital of the world, right here in Newport, Oregon. And Michael cracked this, we're ready to throw it in the pot, and you'll get to see his awesome crab cakes.
My name is Michael Walliser. I've lived in the Northwest my whole life. I was born in Seattle. Grew up around the Puget Sound area, grew up around crabbing, Pike Place Market, salmon fishing. There's lots of different things we could add to it, but I basically like to focus on the crab. I'm gonna use the shrimp and the mayonnaise and the egg and these ingredients as a base, okay? Then I'm gonna fold the crab into it. I'm not much of a recipe guy. I follow my food knowledge with what I like, and I kind of go from there, and I apply that to the crab cakes where I've got the crab, I've got the shrimp meat, I've got some breadcrumbs, I've got a little bit of egg and some seasonings, and that's really about it. So what I've got here is some white shrimp meat that I've processed in a food processor into a paste. And I'm just gonna put that into this bowl a little bit. The next thing I'm gonna add is a little bit of whatever I happen to have laying around. And today I've got just a little bit of mayonnaise, and that's gonna just add a little bit of fat to it, but not a lot. You know, we don't need a lot. We're just gonna season up this base a little bit. Got a little bit of freshly chopped Italian parsley. I've got some chopped green onions or chives, work very well. I've got a little bit of pepper. Got a little bit of kosher salt, a little bit of this Dijon mustard. Once again, all of these things according to what you like. If you want to add some red peppers to it, if you want to add some capers to it, if you want to add garlic to it, Tabasco sauce, there's all kinds of things that you could add to this that would be really, really good. The seasonings could be whatever you choose them to be. Exotic or not exotic. I choose some ingredients that will just sort of hold the cake together and just highlight the flavor of the crab. Also gonna add an egg, which will help create that binder that we're gonna use. There you go. I'm gonna stir all of this together. And if you'll notice, it's a little moist, but that's okay. And now, I'm gonna take this, add it into this crab, and I'm just gonna kind of fold all that together. And now just to tighten this up just a little bit, I'm gonna probably add about a half a cup of these panko breadcrumbs. And that'll absorb some of the extra moisture. Just measure it out. I'm gonna put some breadcrumbs. I'm gonna put it back into the mold and press it down. Okay, there we go. I like to make my crab cakes, they look a little bit like a hockey puck. So they're a little bit over an inch thick. I try and make them thick. So they're ready to go. And then I'm gonna bring them over to the stove over here. You know, I use either clarified butter, or today I'm going to use grapeseed oil, which you can get at a nice high temperature. It puts a nice golden color on the cake. So before I put any oil in the pan, I heat the pan up first, you know, because I might have to turn around and start doing something, and then that way I might end up with the oil being too hot. And what we don't want to do is cook the outside too quickly and get the color too dark. What I'm shooting for is a nice, even golden brown color. haven't tried these in an air fryer yet, but I wouldn't be surprised if they would work well in an air fryer.
I've had it for 2 years. I've never used it.
I just got one for Christmas, and like Stacy's mom brought it to us.
What do you think?
Like it cooks bacon perfectly.
For reals?
Yeah. Now one thing you could do to finish these off is put that in there for a few minutes. I had a restaurant on the bayfront here in Newport. I opened in May of 2003. One of the things I wanted to do was come down here and do some of the things that people were already familiar with. The clam chowder, the crab cakes, the salmon dishes, the fish and chips, and just put my own twist on those things. And so yes, the crab cakes was a popular dish, and I even got to show them off on a show called Hook, Line, and Dinner. So they've been in the oven for a couple minutes. I think we're ready to go here. So we'll just garnish it with some fresh Italian parsley, and that's it. Yeah. I like the way they present. I love the way they taste. I'm not a crab cake fan by nature, but I do like these crab cakes, I have to say. Crunchy. Just teasing.
I mean, look at all that crab and the shrimp in there.
Yeah. Since we closed the restaurant, I've been living over in Corvallis. I've been working in some restaurants over there, but still kind of missing what I've been doing, what I did over here, and missing not only the restaurant, but the people that were our customers over there and that we became family with in this community. I created a Facebook page, basically, Michael's Cooking Club. It's a private page where I kind of can still talk to my customers, and so sometimes when I'm cooking, I'll throw teasers out there and just to keep a dialogue going, and that's how Celeste got the great idea to have me come over, and of course I jumped at it. It was pretty exciting to find out that there's still, people over here really are missing my food and cooking, and so.
Thanks for joining me today with Michael Walliser in my kitchen. Tamales next week.